Hey guys, what's up? Engineer Pat 5290 coming to you with February's question answer responses. Lots of good questions this month, guys. We're going to go ahead and jump right to it. Midmont and Pittsburgh Rail fan, I believe that was former My Leg. Good to see you again. He asked a good amount of questions. Let's go ahead and get right to them. The '05 F-150 or the '03 Tacoma, I prefer Ford. The 2010 F-150 or the Ford Escape F-150. Van Halen or Elvis Presley, I love both. Chocolate or vanilla, man, that's a good question, but I love both of them. The CNO or the BNO has to be the BNO. The Chicago Northwestern or the NAW, NAW because I'm more familiar with them. The CSX steel paint or the CSX YN2 has to be the YN2. Let's see, 4000 or 4004, 4000. 4000's class unit. What heritage units would you like to see together? The NW and the Southern. What was your very first heritage unit? Let me go back a little bit. The Virginia was actually my first, the 1069. Uh, the longest train you've ever seen, uh, close to 200 cars, I think, maybe a little over 200 cars. What if CSX locomotives were painted into steel? That's a flashback to the 80s right there. The CN green or Conrail quality, CRQ. The CNW or the BNO, BNO. The Canadian National or the Canadian Pacific has to be CN. Now, Western Maryland or the Southern Pacific, I actually like both of those railroads. How many Longhood forward catches have you seen? I've actually seen quite a few. I don't know an exact number, but I have seen some. But there are definitely not a lot of Longhood forward shots that you can get anymore. You just have to keep your eyes open. Let me see. What was the most power that you've seen in a power move? It's been a long time since I've seen a power move. I've seen up to 8 engines at one point. It's been a long time, but there's power moves that have like 8 engines to them. So maybe even more than that. So yeah, power moves are good to get because you see a whole lot of units. What would be the best place to rail pen in West Virginia? I know Scranton's a good place as well as Bluefield. Popeyes or Burger King, I'm more of a BK fan. And as 4002 or the 8103, 8103. Old Cast P3 or the Old Cast P5. Oh man, you're killing me here. This is a good question. I love both of them. I love a lot of the older Nathan horns. The RS5T or the P3, RS5T. RS3 or the K5 LLA. Oh, have to go both. Most DPs you've seen on a train, 2. Favorite childhood show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And finally, have you seen or heard of the new 4400 series? I know they've built their way up there. I think some other YouTuber, I think, got 4400. So now they're moved up to the 4400 series. I've seen a few of the 4300 series, but not a 4400. But yeah, so here's a note, guys. Look out for the 4400 series C6Ms on NS. So yes, definitely keep your eyes open. So thank you, sir, for your questions. Stephen KC Railpin comes back with more. Good to see you, buddy. Which of CN's new heritage units do you like the best? I was just surprised they did them. I would have to say they nailed the Wisconsin Central, they nailed the EJ&E and the Grand Trunk. But I'm really surprised they did it because they already have actual older engines with the right paint schemes on them. I'm really surprised they did what they did. So, am I a fan of them? I'm kind of split between the two, but they're just unique. So, oh, here's a good question: ice cream sundaes or root beer floats? Oh, I love an ice cream sundae and I love a root beer float. I love both of them. Whichever mood I'm in for, I'll just pick one of them and eat it. So, hey, thoughts on scale trains acquiring MTH? I'm really glad somebody got their HO tooling, so at least the HO part of MTH is going to be around for some. So that's going to be good. The 15th anniversary Dash 8 CN locomotives or the 100th anniversary Gevos, 15th anniversary Dash 8s. I love the Dash 8 and CN paint. UP or Firamex. I believe Firamex is owned by Union Pacific. So both of the railroads are pretty cool because I also love the paint schemes. Which retired NS locomotives would you want to bring back? SD70s, SD60s, and even the 80 Max. And the C40-8. Which fast food chain makes the best chicken nuggets? Ooh. For chicken nuggets comes one name. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has the best chicken nuggets. Now, Wendy's I would give a number 2, and that's about it. McDonald's I'm not a fan of anymore, and I've had Burger King. Burger Kings are not bad. But Chick-fil-A and Wendy's, top picks. Favorite hobby retailer or to order model trains online? I really don't have a favorite. You know, some places have certain items that one did not have. I like to order something from a small business or go into a small business and do business because in small business you actually get really good customer service. So, and if you can support a local business, guys, do it. So, Steven makes a good point there. Pen there. BNSF or KCS? KCS. The B in white stripes or the B in whiteface has to be the white stripes because that was the original. Have you thought about doing a layout expansion on both HO and O gauge? Not really. Not really. I just like what I have, and I would just expand maybe the fleet, but not necessarily the layout itself. But it's a good idea. I may consider that at some point. Rice Krispie treats or chocolate covered strawberries? Oh, do I love chocolate covered strawberries and Rice Krispie treats? I have to say both. I love both of them, and they both sound good right now. RS5T or the P5? I love both. The CSX CM44ACs or the C40-8WMs. I love both of them because they're both rebuilds and they look really nice. Family Line Systems or the Virginian Railroad? Virginian, baby. Is the Dash 8.5 the only locomotive you don't like on NS? I've never cared for the Dash 8.5s because they were just mechanical failures in my opinion. That's really the only one I do not like on NS. So that's really the only one for that one. Chips Ahoy or Oreos? Oh man, man, I love both. I love both. If you have cold milk, you're fine. Thoughts on Train World, and have you been to a Hard Rock Cafe? Been to the Hard Rock Cafe in New York, and that's a really nice one. Train World, I've seen their products, I've seen their ads, not really done a lot of business with them, but I know who they are. So Steven, thank you for your questions. Trainman 1993 and King of Love Train are the next two. Good to see you fellas again. Favorite parcel carrier? One name, UPS, the big brown truck. I've always loved UPS. Favorite ice cream? I love chocolate and vanilla as well as Neapolitan. Favorite Alco diesel? RS3 and the RS11. Do you like the 475, 578, or 611, or both of the Norfolk and Western Steam Heritage? My favorite three NNWs, 611, 1218, and 2156. I also like the 475 because it's owned by Strasbourg. So thank you, sir, for your questions. King of Love Train is next with a few questions. Favorite CP locomotives? AC-44 because of the Golden Beaver as well as the other EMD fleet, except their ACUs. I'm not a huge fan of their ACUs. Conrail or Soo Line? Conrail because I'm more familiar. Soo Line because I'll always love their paint schemes. Both of their paint schemes were good, especially with the red, white, and black lettering, the original Soo Line. I also like their candy red apple on their 60Ms, and they were really beautiful. Favorite commuter trains? If it acts as a commuter in an even large city in the U.S., I've liked several commuter railroads. Virginia Railway Express, because that's the northern part of Virginia. I also like NC DOT, North Carolina Department of Transportation, which I film on the southern. And I've always been a fan of Metrolink up in California, which I've yet to rail fan, as well as MBTA, Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority, and Washington, D.C.'s Metro. So thank you, gentlemen, for your questions. Take username comes back. It's been a hot minute, brother. And Leah Puton comes in for the final questions of this. Do you have any recommendations on how to get discounted Lionel trains? I really don't know, but I'm probably going to be doing another like shopping video real soon online on looking at stuff on the internet and stuff. Give me some time with this one because I might do a video on this one, so stand by for that. Um, Take using. I apologize if I'm too late. I know the cutoff date was a couple days ago. Listen, brother, it's all right. I have been so busy, I forgot even when the cutoff date was. So, I apologize. My absence was rather prolonged, but I'm back for now. Awesome. Question for the month is how you been doing? Everything has been fine, brother. Just staying real busy with work and still getting some trains from time to time. Just can't be any happier, and I can't wait to see more from you soon. Hey, likewise, brother. Likewise. So, but that is all of the Q&A answers for the month of February. I know February was a short month, but a lot of good questions, guys. Please keep them coming. Uh, it's really good to see a lot of you on here, as well as Take Username coming back. Great to see you, buddy. So, a couple quick things before we close out. I've got an O-Gauge update that I've got to do. I just haven't had time to do it. And I even have a small HO update as well. And I'm in the process of getting that done. February along Tidewater Rails, parts 1 and 2 will be done soon. So those two will be out soon. And April will have a new intro coming out. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&As for February. March's Q&A prompt is going to be coming out tomorrow. So if you didn't ask questions this month, you're definitely going to have another chance this coming month. So look at my community section because I'm doing a poll right now. Definitely take a look at that and we'll let that speak for itself. So that's a wrap, guys. Smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell to get all the latest updates. And I'll see y'all soon. Thank you, and may God bless.